I don't know. You're willing to ride the grips? End it. We'll begin immediately, assuming you have your preferred riding trousers on. Are you and your trousers ready to ride? The Griffin. The both of you have wonderfully relaxed riding postures. What say you to a little tour? Sure. Dude, this is the quest that's the thing about side quests. You get to do stuff like this. I'm not even touching it, and it's just flying on its own. But you get a good look of everywhere. Might even let you near that. Oh! Closer. Getting closer. Nice. Whoa! There's beauty ever striking. Note the blossoms, which change according to brilliancy to an ethereal balance. Here's masterwork. The grapes seem quite content as a result of the flower's sweet perfume and your master handling of Val. Yeah, looking at it from this point of view, it does feel like steel. I can understand why they could have thought that this place made steel. But it's sadly not a kingdom, it's a research facility. This whole place is a research. One massive research faculty. These beacons are crucial to our operations here and make convenient lodestars. Beacons are crucial and make convenient lodestars. The Griffs have passed that test with flying fishes, so let us return to solid ground. Huh. An elegant landing, another mark in favor of Griff's utility as a mount. I wanted to read what he was saying, but it's going so fast. I believe I have the data I need. Thank you for your cooperation. I'm sure you are curious as to what today's trial means for our friend here. If you like, we can speak further back at the wonders. I kind of miss riding my Griffin now. Okay. That's just something. I kind of want to ride my. I miss riding my Griffin, to be honest. I have like several of them. Yeah. True Griffin. Griffin. I don't. What do I want? And they seem, this place seems obsessed with, this place seems obsessed with birds, so it's probably best to have a Griffin. Judging by the breeze, this must be the location. Gathering the nectar water here ought to attract. Oh, you're not supposed to... Okay. You're supposed to just throw it in the air, not target them. Let's open. Oh no. That's an Ochu, guys. Why is there an Ochu in this place? Hello. It's a Mandragora! To the commune with the Mandragora. Oh, that's a lot. Hello. It's a screech now. I like the sound of a magic. Airships hauling, rendering, entwine. Find clear what this. That help? No, we can't understand these things. Even its fellow creations cannot understand it. I did suspect its vital organs were vocal organs were. Form that may be less. Hey, I'm versed in the original design specifications. I should have little difficulty transforming you into its mirror. In order to proceed further, sir, you must Okay. Okay. Hi! I'm a Mandragora. If anything, you understand it even less than you did before. Oh, but we cannot understand this thing. Pardon me, Ed. I had no. Saying, would you mind repeating that? Little data. Wait. Alright. Oh, we. To this day, we can still not understand the Mandragoras. That's okay. Yeah. Waddles away, looking rather pleased with itself. I can't. Thing is, I didn't want to go down here because I didn't. There it is. There we go. Rental fashion and waddles away. Alright, I'm gonna do this real quick. Coincidental example of the poison specimen is the marble Marquis. Never was there a creation so foul, so pungent. The name. Indeed, the concept has lately been adjusted to prevent any further action. But the Marquis, oh, the Marquis, it blinds the blinds the eyes, paralyzes the body, even as the mind desires nothing so much as to vomit continually. Why did they ever make that thing? Don't worry, we know all about that. We know all about what they are capable of. But soliciting ideas for an owl of poisonous concepts? In that case, you might ask after the new cultivar. It bears poison fruit. Of a deadly cultivator. Oh, you again! Come here, sir. Poisonous creatures? Why, there's one right here. As you can see, its skin is translucent. The body within is, shall we say, squishy. Fortunately for it, those beautiful sleeve-like appendages conceal countless venomous stinging darts. Most other creatures cannot so much as touch it, let alone devour it. It would be fascinating to see how it fares against non-aquatic concepts. Oh, perhaps I could even fly should a light enough gas be incorporated into a membrane. He does not look happy. But at the same time, it's so pretty. The small things like that. We're almost done this area too. It's taking a while, but we're almost there. Did you locate the Mandragona? Yes. Seemingly incompatible of confidential communication, is it? Perhaps its degree of intelligence bears further scrutiny. Of course, if upon further observation it is deemed sentient, it would be subject to even greater scrutiny to ensure that it can be safely set loose. To understand each creation and all its aspects and conclusively prove it beneficial and detrimental to the star, such is our duty and burden as researchers. At least we can say with certainty that its leg work. Oh, there's so many quests here, though. Why? Why is there so many? I mean, like I said, if I do them all, it's like, I'll be on 90 before you've returned, but where's my... You should probably forget about the beavers. What in the world are you talking about? Come now, tell me. Oh, no detail. I'm a professional. strange brown fur creatures that waddled. Call them beavers. If we were bright winged and oh no. No, that's absurd. I don't know what it is. Some things are better off lost. Apparently we went after the wrong thing. It's like, oh, okay. There you are. I began to worry. You become mayor in a minute. 3 notes, enough to see our options, yet not so many as to lead us into the weeds. Well done. My, this Marquis is fascinating, isn't it? How might wine contain such a specimen? That it is not befoul beyond repair. I simply must know. Excuse us. We are off to see a man about a marble. Have fun with that, cause yeah. Not researcher. Welcome back. You'll be pleased to know that based on these results, I am confident the Griff will be trained to become the perfect mount. It scorns unfamiliarity and clumsy hands, yes, but so long as it trusts its rider, it serves him comparably. Given Hermes' own expertise, flying creatures are always subject to immense scrutiny before approval. Even so, I have no doubt that our proud friend will pass muster. God, it's just building. You scrutinize every corner of the beds. Oh. As expected, masses of earth aspect. The gardens of the 12 wonders reflect the balance of dynamic and stagnant ether of all 6 aspects. An excess of activity in a single aspect leads to this type of amalgamation. Because these flowers' way of bearing fruit. Beautiful as that might sound, ethereal masses indicate that we must adjust the ethereal balance and this is maintain an ideal environment. It's not for you to worry your dear little head about, of course. Such magic is as simple as breathing for us. Run along now. Ah, the scent of nectar water and fresh cut vines. You did as tell us. It is much appreciated. Propagate quickly, too quickly, as I've learned. Their short life cycle makes them an excellent source of fertilizer in woodland areas. I had hoped this factor would be enough to keep their population in check, but it appears that without natural predators, they proliferate so fast as to smother the local flora. Moving them to the gardens will do for the moment. I must find a means to make them less evasive as a species. They be deemed unsuited to this world. I couldn't bear to see that happen to my darlings. Oh, did I like to mention that I am the creator of the Iconauts? A great many of those who research the creations and help us submit their own concepts from time to time, you know. It would be wasteful not to put the knowledge we gain from our observations to use. Just as it would be wasteful to allow my darlings to be sent to live. I will make this concept work. Promise you. So he's the one that made the O2s. God, they were annoying in FF13. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, we're good now. We have a steady. Oh, there's conflict. Conflict is happening. Other down and looks that you. Conflict. Not today. There will be no conflict. Wow, that's so overpowered. I truly feel like Monk has found its place in the grand scheme of things when it comes to jobs. I won't be able to truly tell until I watch actually someone like use it, but I can't do that until after I complete the main storyline. That's the only way. Once after the main storyline, then I will watch videos on it because I don't want to, because there may be spoilers within like the job videos of people trying to make them. So she seems quite content, but in the name of science, what were the results? As expected. Well done, little one. Magnificent creatures, the both of you. It's a shame we cannot give you a pair of tiny wings and a bell, too. But it's against protocol, I'm afraid. The Arroy are enchanted with their birds at birth, so they are able to acclimate properly. I'm certain you have your own unique potential to rise to, however. In fact, why don't you join us for another phase of tasting? Oh! Oh, this is what we call it. It is a quest line. It is a line of quests. I am so pleased that you are willing to join us in further research. Thus far, you have noted this response to stimuli. However, that Salori has one more very special capability. Aren't you curious? You will be pleased to know that I have dispatched one additional lie about. Then, if she is working as designed, the phenomenon should be clearly observable. I expect that you will be able to collect evidence of it from my fellow researchers. You present your conclusions to me when you have finished. That's one of these moments, isn't it? I advise you to keep your head down. I saw some matter, a creature, darting about in the air just now. If it carries on like that, it's only a matter of time before it collides with someone's skull. It bothered me so badly, I accidentally created a winged fish, of all things, which itself escaped to the skies ere I knew it. Though now that I have a moment to reflect on the speedy, perhaps the ability to fly is not so wasted upon aquatic creatures as I believe. Surely such a boon would give them henceforth unknown capacity. The recent fashion of flying concepts may have something to it after all. I really must pay a visit to the Bureau of the Architect next I'm in Amarat. I doubt anyone has registered a winged fish yet. Huh. Tiny ringed creature. Do you refer to the familiar perchance? I did see it not long ago. I know not where it gone off. I regret to say I would assist search, but I must put brush to parchment before I forget what I meant to write. Outside of my opportunities, I've been laboring over a treatise on aquatic flora. You see? Yep. Rereading my work a moment ago, I was suddenly struck with how my conclusion sounds. I believe I know precisely how to straighten it, however. I dare say even her shall be impressed by my insight. Hey. Isn't this the most startling familiar you've ever seen? Behold its soft, lovely fur. pudgy belly, its charming little bell, its eyes that gain imploring into the depths of your soul. It makes you want to dismantle it. Oh, God. Yeah. Dismantle it and gobble its adorable ether right up, does it? I dare not, of course. Whoever it belongs to would be quite cross indeed, yet even to gaze upon its strokes me within me a creative passion the likes of which I've never known. Yeah. Well, alas, my muse. Perhaps I need to create my own familiar of surpassing cuteness after all. I see you've spoken to everyone. What is your findings? Exactly right. Your allure impress those they meet with inspiration. After all, we are at our best and our brightest when our hearts are at ease. With clarity of thought and faith in ourselves, we can do anything. What could possibly quell inner turmoil so well as a lovable creature like this? It seems duty calls. She senses another irregularity. Off you go then, dear girl. With today's results, the concept will be approved in no time. I'm truly fortunate to have such wonderful familiars to work with. Self-recruited, of course. And that's our other ring. Yep. Because they've become smart enough to actually give us 2 rings. The blue's in. I am kind of confused though. Why is the Iron Road trigger? Have I not found that yet? It's not. But that's it for this area. Now we still have all of this to do. Oh. Oh God. So much. Why? So close though. Should be glad. I should be. At least it's all finally. You know what? I could sit here and whine as I do it, or just do it and be focused. Small size advantage. You're a familiar, aren't you? Have you any prowess in battle? Good, I could use your help with something. You see, I was asked to assess a one-eyed giant created as a faculty guard, and so put it against Lotus to test its fighting skills. Not only did the giant fell to a single blow, the Delias went into a frenzy and escaped. In my opinion, compact familiars like you are far more effective than these overly large brutes, and this is my chance to prove it. Do you think you can handle our runaway combatant? There's something in it for me. Of course, you'll be well rewarded for your efforts. Our experiment is conducted to the east, so that's a good place as any to start looking for the Lotus. Ooh. Whoa, wait a sec! Are these? Oh, those are berries? Pixies? What's in a name? I don't know what's in a name. Orange. You're familiar, aren't you? Perfect timing. A pair of researchers are scheduled to arrive today from Amarat, and I need to collect their concepts for them. We've completed assessments for their creations, you see, and must make preparations to officially register the designs with the Bureau of the Architect. Please be sure to also take any provisional names they might have for their works. Name a tale. Perfect timing, familiar. I ever to ask you. It's my job to name the creations brought to us, but I can't seem to decide on one for this particular concept. It may be because I'm the one who designed it. It's a species of plant which I intended as a gift for my love. A clear conflict of interest, unfortunately. My names are always fair and logical and perfectly suited for the creation, but this time, I'm not so sure. I do have a name for it, but what if it's not suitable? If it's too personal? I thought of discussing the matter with my associates, but my dilemma is far too embarrassing. Would you ask if they think the name is appropriate for my steed? And my steed? Don't worry, I won't expect you to work out without compromise. This is the creation, a yellow pansy. And the name I have in mind is Mythos. But what does it call it? Huh. I'll start over here. Meaningful measurements. Would you assist me, familiar? As I'm sure you are aware, the floating islands of Elpis were created to provide suitable habitats for our various creations. In order to maintain their respective environments, however, surveyors, such as myself, must make regular assessments of their composition. To that end, I was planning to take samples from the mainland habitat with my partner, but it seems he had an urgent engagement. Something about an unscheduled meeting with a member of the Convocation of 14. So I'm now faced with handling this rather grueling task alone. Waiting until he returns is simply not an option. As I said, it's important to gather data at very specific intervals. And thus, am I requesting your help? So what say you? Would you be willing to accompany me in place of my partner? For the reward you with your efforts. Right, let's hurry along then. We'll need to make our way to the south. Okay. Floating like clouds. What a sight! And I was sneeze and sent tufts of cloud flying everywhere. Cloud mellow, flying every which way. But while highly amusing, I'll never be able to gather them all up alone unless you're willing to lend a hand. Thank you so much. Let's split up and start looking for them. Be on the lookout for fluffy white plants floating around and bring any you find back here. My God, why is there so many? They really want the lore to get out of hand over here. Taking the minutes. Aren't you a sweet-looking familiar? Tell me, to whom do you belong? Oh, you're a Sims. The goodly sort. When you say always appearing in times of trouble to extend a hand to those in need, giving that I am one such, I'm sure he wouldn't mind if I borrowed you for a bit. A lengthy debate was held in Bora regarding the evaluation of creations. Metra's minutes were taken during said forum, which I would like you to fetch for me. A dear friend in Amarat asked for them, you see, and I plain forgot all about it. Now, if you would be so kind, I will send word to the server charge and ask them to await your coming in front of. I don't know what these words are. Please help. Where the documents are being held. Once you have the notes, return to me here. Very familiar cards. Oh dear, I'm starting to worry some. It's my colleague, you see. We've heard this horrid screech from the Melina, and he went rushing off to check what all the fuss was about. I was thinking of following him, but well... Look at me. You, however, appear well-versed in combat and all such sanguinary escapades. Hmm? Perhaps you might see if aught is amiss. Ensure my co-worker hasn't come to any harm. That's very kind of you to agree to such a quest. The last I saw him, he was racing for the southern end. Do promise to hurry. I'm half afraid. He has wound up on the wrong side of some nasty fray. Nasty fiend's fangs. Sorry. Calm observer. Naughty little. Oh my. Yeah, it's a favor. A colleague of mine from the Lalafell is overdue to make his report. I need someone to give him a gentle nudge. He's currently over at Ramentation's Ramble, observing some life forms newly hatched from one of our creations. But I'm afraid I'll skew the data if I show up and startle them. Familiar like you, however, should cause much less of a disruption. Would you be so kind? There's like 3? Yeah, 3 more. Oh, well, I guess I grabbed this while I'm here. Just shove that in my pocket. There we go. So that is a thing I do now, is just shove massive giant things in my pocket. Oh my god, is that a cactuar? A cactuar appears to be in fine spirits. A most succulent name. A name, I need a name for it. One that will stand the test of time as it passes through generation after generation. When you break it down, what's in a name, really? Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. You're familiar, I take it. Very good. But whose, I wonder? Well, that's not important right now. Your ears enough to listen to my plate. I'm tasked with a job of great import. Currently, I find myself facing down a sort of creative block in regard to this fellow's name. This is a creature who has not only served the vicious wilds of hungering gardens, has thrived in them thanks to its outer spines. It deserves a name befitting its, despite its singularity, unique physical properties. Its creator never bothered to refer to it as anything besides its designation. Euros 310. I could not abide so uninspired a name for a creation as remarkable as this. But therein lies the rub. For all of its captivating qualities, I've just to hit upon a captivating name. I was just my way to take a turn about the grounds to simulate the creative juices, so to speak. But seeing you, I realized 2 heads may be better than 1. What do you say? Would you care to join me? Just another one of those. Excellent. You, my quick-witted familiar friend, will be a boon indeed for my imagining. Let's say we take a quiet moment. Free to the south of here. Okay, you're just gonna... Goodness. I wonder which one's a mount. Can't put my finger on it. One of these is a mount. A familiar. You need something? Flower. It's beautiful and it smells so lovely. And it smell. Is it for me? Oh, we need him. Oh, you just want to know if the name's suitable, do you? Have you tried asking? No one knows as much about naming as them. There's a guidebook on the subject. Take it with you and let your master decide what to do from here. Oh, okay, that's why this was weird. Terror on two legs. You are familiar, aren't you? Then perhaps you might be able to help me. I received an appeal for assistance from a colleague of mine, but I'm up to my eyeballs in work as it is. Could you step in while I can Your benevolence does you credit. The researcher I spoke of has striking red hair and is likely lingering on the south side of the zip rock. What are you? And who might you be? And you're here for my concept. Well, here it is in the flesh. I call it the stone mole. It secretes a fluid that eats through solid rock, giving it the ability to burrow and into even the hardest terrain. It also toughens its skin by ingesting the rock it has liquefied. Based upon those traits, I humbly request that it be given a good, strong name. That sounded weird yet interesting at the same time. What have we done? Last quest to grab. I kind of can't wait to get flying here. I'm gonna put time in and look around after I get it. Let's hope she's alright. I hope she's alright. Oh, I want to go after her, but what if she comes back while I'm away? Oh, you must be a familiar. Can you help me deliver a message? I have an associate who works much too hard. I want to tell her to take a break and join me for a nice, relaxing meal. I sent another familiar already, but it's failed to return. As an experimental entity, it's too simple to handle more than one order at a time, so it might suck attempting to fulfill my request. Would you mind checking on them both for me? I can give you a little something if you're willing to help out. Wonderful. Knowing my associate, she's probably dozing off somewhere around the trees to the north. This wouldn't happen if she'd get a good night's rest once in a while. She might need you to give her a poke to wake up. Oh, another cloud meadow. Meanwhile, honestly, Vanad is probably just standing around waiting for me to show up and help with things, and I'm like, I'm helping a ton of other people, please hold. I have to go all the way around to get up here. Wait for flying. What? Oh, okay. I was gonna see if it would run away, and it did, but after smacking me across the head. How long was I say? Huh? I sent you? To invite me to eat? I send a familiar for something so trivial, although I'm to think it, I could use a meal. Please let him know I'll be along soon. Wait, are you a familiar as well? I thought you were the one who was for a moment. Anyway, thank you for waking me. We'll be eating at our usual place. Nice cup of tea to start with. Do you not also need to report to me? Okay. I mean, yeah, but, no. Yeah, it's starting to look a lot cleaner now. I'll drop this quest off and then, more of them. I'll do this completely. Then it'll be off my list. Thank you for your help. My familiar says my associate has accepted my invitation. That is what happened, yes. Yeah. But that means it can carry out its duties on a basic level, at least. I designed it to convey ideas through information laid in the ether, rather than words, so I'm happy to see the communication was successful. It does seem, however, that this method is ineffective when the recipient of the message is asleep. I'll get to work on fixing that. But not now. Enjoying some time with my associate is a priority at the moment. Thank you again for your help. God, the game gave me 11 quests to deal with. And I'm just like, why? Why so many? Ah. Familiar. Can I help you with something? Oh, time to head back, is it? I was so enraptured watching the young ones frolic that I lost track of time. Come, everyone. We must really be going. Also, don't want to play, do you? I guess we shall have to appeal to your bellies then. Do you like to try feeding them? They become much more compliant if they're eating some of these treats. And they're so adorable when they nibble. Aww. What are you? You look like a star. You look like a... I want one. I want one in my life. Look at it. I need one in my life. Uh-huh. Wait, where's the other? Oh, the last one. Last one's like, I'm all the way up here. Ah, what are you gonna do about it? Oh, it wasn't that high. So what's a... Isn't it fun watching them romp around? Yep. And they really seem to like you. Do you work with young ones often? These babies are aquatic creatures by nature, but we modify them to adapt to life on land. They mostly eat marine insects, shellfish. Some of the larger carnivores feed off them in turn. They also carry their eggs on their back until they are ready to hatch. Fascinating. But that's not why you're here, is it? I really must head back. A minotaur, huh? There it is. It would seem the escaped lotus come back on their own accord. They usually feed off their foes to revitalize itself, and I imagine it hungers after running amok like this. I'll take care of the situation here. The lotus, all yours. What the frick? It's a server, it's just a plant. It's literally a server. Yeah, it's a three-headed server. It's just planting. I mean, you can't get any more disturbed by that than this. I mean, I'm just saying. You certainly made quick work of that, Lois. I had a feeling I could count on you. As for the giant, it's far too heavy for us to move. I'll arrange some broad back creations to haul it away as we return. Okay, we can't get up there. We have to go around. Arrows 310. It's not the sun-drappled forest for a stunning sight. It's not the breeze so bracing as to lift the spirits. It's not there's so present as to induce great thoughts. Surely, with all the inspirations that surround us, you have been stirred into contemplation. Do tell me, what is it now focused so squarely upon? The innumerable tasks that sit waiting to be done. So, even familiars have their fair share of woes. Might I suggest you take this moment to relax then? Simply let the winds wash over you, the rest will think. Right. Think. I even have such a... For a time, all you can hear is the breeze, like a calming whisper in your ears. All of a sudden, a groan invades your peace of mind. Survive and oh my god, just tell him Cactor. I can practically feel genius on the top of my tongue, and yet nothing comes. Oh bother. Won't do now. What? I hate to ask, would you accompany a while longer? Come. That's gonna have to wait. I'm doing things. Oh. Red-headed researcher. Are you okay? Oh, you're familiar, aren't you? One step by you. No. Well, thank goodness you're here. I confess I'm still in somewhat of a daze. But with you here, I at least feel safe enough to stop and catch my breath. Something came over the specimens. I was examining, though I'm not entirely sure what. I've never seen it behave so erratically before. At any rate, I managed to slip my grasp and escape. I tried to chase after it, but I'm not half as so fleet-footed. To complicate matters, the thing has a very nervous temperament and will flee if anyone so much approaches it. I considered imbuing some sort of sleeping spell into a dart, which one might shoot from a height, but who has such impeccable aim? Not I, to be sure. Do you? Do you? I admit that proposal was made somewhat in jest, but this works out perfectly. So it's settled. You shall put us. Find yourself a vantage point from a rise southeast of here, and with this blow dart, bring the frenzied fiend under control again. Oh, I will stay here and take a boat to collect myself. Is that so? And we're just going everywhere, aren't we? And there's still a billion quests to do. We have not even scratched the surface because it's so much talking rather than doing. Why are we here? Oh, here to say something. Like, I don't even know what half the quests are supposed to be doing right now. Aiding. That was much too close for my liking. Your timing was truly immaculate. I was quite trapped and would have been gobbled up if not for your timely interference. It was the agitated cries of the man which brought me here. When I arrived to see what inspired such howling, I discovered this fellow being set upon by that raging creature. It's a rabbit! It's the bunnies! I didn't hesitate to insert myself into the fray, of course. I should be fine, but it's the familiar for whom my merciless heart. Sure, it's unharmed. Aww. What one? Free of any indiscretion, has left behind a dazzling current, as if to say thank you. Deliver the current to the long hair. Carrot. A relief to know they were not. Oh my, what is that? Say the creature left it behind. A striking color for a carrot. What you say? Perhaps this was a way of showing its gratitude. What a thoughtful creature. And one I've never seen before. Whose familiar could it be, I wonder? I will perform an investigation upon my return. Now then, shall we head back to Blank? I'm in rather a sorry state and would like to get cleaned up as soon as possible. You say that. More quests. Cleaning up quests, cleaning up quests. So many quests. Search the rampaging creature. Okay, we're looking for a rampaging creature. Is that really the creature? It doesn't look like it does anything. It is, it's an elephant. I had a feeling the moment it got closer, I realized. Oh wait, we're not done yet. We still have to return it. See, that's the downside of this place. It's like you have to go around in order to go up. I'm just excited to be continuing the story, and we're getting close. How dexterous you must be to hit a moving target with so small an object. Most impressive. Well, allow me to take that dozing specimen off your hands. What? Why, what a precious sight our little beast makes when it's not running amok. Damn, it can't be this adorable all the time. This was in fact one amateur's creator's answer to a walking shark that recently gained approval. A somewhat hasty and ill-advised attempt. Credit where credit's due though. The specimen is bipedal, despite its base being that of a quadrupedal beast. Being an excitable nuisance, however, means that it cannot be of any real use. What it needs is a healthy dose of intellect. I will write a report starting as much. Oh, why I do that? Return however of the assistance you rendered. Oh, and offer her my gratitude too, would you? Like, yeah, we've barely done anything here. There's still 6 though. Oh man. No, I have to turn them all in, which are long-winded conversations of like. Oh, well, I'm here. There you are. Thank you for tidying up with that bit of mess for me. Speaking of which, what was the mess exactly? A throwing game of Chase the Creation, was it? What conjures up a sorry image indeed? It sounds like the researcher was able to glean some valuable information. All's well that ends well, I suppose. If all goes according to the reports made, sufficient intellect can be cultivated, then the specimen should prove a valuable contribution to our world. Hey, can I help you? Of course, you wish to collect my concept. It's this creature I have with me. It doesn't have a proper name as such. From what I hear, the observers have been calling it Notos 642. A nod to the island it resides on. Right, well, I trust you to put this in... Van? Okay. Yes, what is it? pretty flower, and you said it was called Mythos? A fine name. Any flower's a name with a special feeling in mind, so going by what you told me, this one is in good company. Well, I might as well turn in all these quests since I'm here. Yeah, let's just turn them all in. I'm not running amok completely around this place when I done. Oh, very good it is to see you again, my friend. One whom you plucked from the jaws of death itself. Treatment from his wounds. I heard the entire tale how a rabbit familiar was on the scene. Mistress Vanat was said to be researching one such familiar. That's the story anyway. Perhaps the one you came across is related to that business. Well, regardless of the origins, it sounded like a rather polite creature. As I was told, it left behind a sort of gift. I shan't be outdone by a bunny. Charming though it surely is. Oh, you are a present. It's nothing special, but I hope it proves as functious as the carrot our mysterious familiar bestowed upon you. The noodles. The noodles. Of the noodles. Delicious noodles. If you hadn't been such to fetch me, I might have been out there for days. In any case, it's only a matter of time before our creations are approved for release into the wild. I wonder what names they'll receive. Thank you for all your help today. Here is that thanks. My god, we are getting so close. Getting close to 90. The final level. Did you find any of the plants? Perfect. It's such a relief to have them back. The somewhat amateur creator invented the concept to bring more life into the clouds. Which is all well and good, but they get blown away far too easily. It would be nice if they were a bit more resilient. You need to know they can settle in a place without fear of them flying off because some beast breathed on them too hard. Well, I better put them back where they belong before a light breeze undoes all your hard work. Here, take this as thanks. So they made cloud plant? So that we can have actual cloud? How did it go? What did everyone think of the name? See, well, this is good to know. I won't be needing this guidebook, of course, as I can't very well ask myself what my thoughts. Or perhaps I should. It wouldn't hurt to have some confidence in the work I do, after all. As I created this flower, I thought of my beloved, an artist, and the stories she seeks to tell through her plays. My hope is that, much like the myth or legend, her work is told and retold down through the ages, hence Mythos. I've decided I'll keep the name and submit it to the Bureau of Architects. Thank you for your help. You bought the concept I asked? Yep. Very good. And did you ask for the provisional names? Mole and Notus. The mole's creator requested that it have a powerful sounding name. Some researchers do become quite attached to their creations. It seems inconsequential, but the appropriate naming of concepts is the utmost importance. Allow me to explain. Once it has been determined that a creation is beneficial for the star, we proceed with registering the creator's design with the Bureau of Architects. First, however, the approved concept must receive their official names. As a taxonomist, it is my task to install them. When naming, one must strive for elegance, simplicity, all the while taking care to adhere to existing conventions and avoid repetition. The more creations we name, the more difficult it becomes to maintain this high standard. It is a demanding job, to be certain. Not one which I am proud to do. As long as this purpose guides me, I will fill this world with the most marvelous appellations I can find. Take this in exchange for completing your errand. Oh. Ooh, pumpkin. Maybe it'll taste like pumpkin. As I suspected, a smaller, more agile concept is far more of its faculty for adapting to combat situation. Thank you for proving my theory. I'll be sure to keep your preference in mind the next time I design a familiar. The reward as promised. Now we are down to the final 3. We're getting close. Ah, listen close. Can you hear it? A waterfall whose stream is at once for his intender, whose spray kisses its surroundings in a festive pitter-patter. Inspiring indeed, and like to give rise to brilliance. And there is no place more perfect for the cognation of this creature's name. Come, stand with me. Let us... It's like I don't need to think, though. Mom. Oh, wait, what happened? Huh? Here to scan its surroundings. It is a creature that bears a strong... so it's to a plant, so perhaps plantless? You could do similar to succulent. Aha, I've got it. Succulum. Good gracious, no, that's just foul. I'm afraid I am quite at a loss for names beyond the involved. Perhaps you could provide a fresh perspective. What is it you must find enduring about this creation? That spiky head. Oh, that did. I want to ensure that no other creation shares this. Will not be too far behind, yes. You are due a suitable gift for the help. Hi. The rocks in this area contain ores that can tell us about the environment ether. Well, I'll have to break them apart with destruction magics. Collect samples. You can find that difficult with your limitations, but I have... Well, the truth is, I could just smash my fist against it and probably shatter the whole thing, this whole area. Use this concept of the shatter an outcrop rock. Bring me ore fragments. Start in the east if you would. I'll start working elsewhere. Oh, you know what? No, I'm not going up there. Oh, there's so many of them. Some of these are taking far longer than they should. You're the familiar then. Very good. Here are the records to the forum. Careful now, it's a sizable stack of volumes. Try not to drop any on your way back. Excuse me? How am I supposed to... Just run, please? These are the documents because my word, they must have been terribly heavy. The friend I spoke of is involved in the operation of a facility which houses murder concept, cogitations, and ideas. He felt that certain procedures, especially the ones concerning living creations, were lacking in information. Thus, he sought detailed records that he might fill in the blanks, so to speak. I believe you've earned a little reward for your help. I'll think over what to offer you while I pack my belongings for the journey ahead of me. Come see me at the entrance. Okay. Okay, I'll stop. And ooh, okay. 87 button. Can't wait. I can't wait. I cannot wait to do crafting and gathering. Oh. We'll be as gods. No, wait. We already have God of Land and Ham. We'll go beyond. We'll be beyond them. We'll be beyond gods at that point. How did you fare? Excellent. This should give me all the information I need. Let's head back, shall we? That's weird. When we're done here, though, I will go back to Razahan and complete all the side quests there. I must say, I greatly enjoyed our time together. I believe nothing cultivates creativity quite like the sharing of ideas. So often I am forced to work alone, and though it pains me to admit it, it's not much fun to ponder in the silence of one's own company. In fact, I credit you for the name I devised. All that remains now is going to ensure that no record is in the name creature apt appoint him. And should I hit another metaphysical roadblock, I shall remember to always ponder while burning. But what are you gonna name it? But what are you gonna name it? You say Cactor. You say there you are. I finished my packing. And as it so happens, I've hit upon a most gift. My favorite food, and freshly made too. Try it. I'm sure you'll love it. Farewell, familiar. Give my regards to Azem. Feels good. Yeah, this place was just chock full of like side quests, but we got them done. The cost of my sanity. Somewhat. My goodness. I have to go all the way around this thing just to get up here. Can't wait for flying. It'll make it so much easier to get around this place. I'll serve you. Thank you. Without your aid, I wouldn't have been able to properly observe how the introduction of Menethoi has affected their habitats either. It's important to keep careful track of the environments here to make any necessary adjustments. The terrain, the flora, everything that makes up the habitat must be meticulously controlled and fit each subject under observation. Though I applaud my partner's enthusiasm, the learning at the foot of the convocation member cannot neglect these fundamental and tedious facets of our work. And that's it. Alright, storyline will continue when I get back from I'm gonna get something for my throat and then we'll continue. I think I have like 12 drops or something. A lot of talking, that's the problem. Oh. $87. Oh. So let me get a drink and stuff and then I'll be back.